What's next for Paul Pogba? After a roller coaster of highs and lows, his future is more uncertain than ever. From dominating at Juventus to winning the World Cup, Pogba was once one of football's brightest stars. But with injuries, a doping ban, and an underwhelming return to Manchester United, many are wondering where his career goes from here. Will he stay in Europe, explore new challenges in the Middle East, or follow the path of other stars to the MLS? In this video, we'll break down the top destinations for Pogba and what each move could mean for his career. Stick around because one of these options could set him up for a shocking comeback. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of these exciting football updates. Paul Pogba's journey has been nothing short of dramatic. From the heights of winning the World Cup with France in 2018 to the lows of injury and scandal, his career has been a roller coaster. Pogba made his first mark at Juventus, where he became a star. His creativity, flair, and powerful midfield presence helped Juventus dominate Serie A, winning multiple league titles. His performances were so good that Manchester United paid a world record fee of €105 million to bring him back in 2016. His time at United was full of flashes of brilliance, but also inconsistency. Then came the pinnacle of his career, the 2018 World Cup win. Pogba was a key figure for France, scoring in the final against Croatia. It felt like Pogba was on top of the world, destined to be one of the greats, but things started to go wrong. After rejoining Juventus in 2022, injuries hit him hard. Pogba played just 12 games in 2 years due to a series of setbacks, missing out on crucial seasons. Then in 2023, the real shock came: a doping ban. He tested positive for a banned substance, and though he denied any wrongdoing, it led to a 4-year suspension, which was later reduced to 18 months. Pogba was heartbroken, and Juventus decided not to wait for his return. Despite his love for the club and willingness to take a pay cut, the club let him go. Now, with his career in limbo, Pogba's next step will define his legacy. He's faced setbacks, but the big question is, will he bounce back? Saudi Arabia could be the perfect next step for Paul Pogba, especially when you look at the kind of players they've been attracting. Big names like Cristiano Ronaldo and N'Golo Kante have already made the move to the Saudi Pro League, and Pogba fits right into that trend. With his global reputation and recent struggles with injuries, a less physically demanding league might be exactly what he needs to extend his career. There's also the financial side. Saudi clubs are offering eye-watering contracts, and Pogba could secure one of the biggest deals of his career. We've seen Ronaldo reportedly earn over €200 million per year, and Pogba would likely be in a similar bracket. Plus, the Saudi League is building its profile by bringing in stars who still have that global appeal, even if they're not at their peak. Rumor has it that Cristiano Ronaldo himself might have invited Pogba to join him at Al Nassr. Imagine the two former Manchester United teammates linking up again. With Pogba's charisma and fan base, the Saudi League would gain even more attention internationally, and it could offer him the perfect stage to wind down his career while still being in the spotlight. It's not just about football for Pogba. It's about staying relevant, cashing in on his brand, and avoiding the constant physical toll of European football. So don't be surprised if Pogba's next chapter takes place in Saudi Arabia. It just makes sense. Now let's talk about MLS as a possible destination for Paul Pogba. It's no secret that Pogba has a strong connection to the US. He's frequently seen in Miami, even owns a house there, and is a big fan of American sports and pop culture. From NBA games to his love for fashion, Pogba seems to fit right into the US lifestyle. So playing in the MLS? It's definitely a strong possibility. As for potential teams, you can imagine clubs like LAFC following the path of other French stars like Olivier Giroud or Hugo Lloris being interested. Inter Miami is another exciting option, especially with Messi already there. Imagine Pogba and Messi playing side by side in Miami. That would be an absolute dream for fans. And let's not forget other major clubs like LA Galaxy or Atlanta United, which have the resources and ambition to attract a superstar like Pogba. The MLS has a certain appeal. It's a league where the physical demands are lower compared to Europe's top leagues, but it still keeps players in the global spotlight. This means Pogba could enjoy a bit more freedom on the pitch, avoid major injury risks, and still remain a huge name in the football world. Plus, he might see it as a way to keep his fitness up for a potential international comeback with France. For Pogba, MLS offers a balance between lifestyle, financial rewards, and less pressure, making it an option he's definitely considering. Let's dive into Pogba's potential moves within Europe. First up, there's been talk of French clubs, particularly Marseille being interested in him. Imagine Pogba returning to Ligue 1, the league where he never got to show his full potential. It could be a great way for him to prove he's still got it. Plus, playing in his home country might give him the motivation he needs to restore his reputation and remind everyone of his brilliance. Now, let's not forget Barcelona. They've been struggling financially for a while, so a free transfer for a player like Pogba could be appealing. Despite his recent struggles, his ability to control the midfield is undeniable. And for a club like Barca, which is rebuilding, Pogba could bring that experience and creativity they need, especially at a bargain price. It's not far-fetched to think we could see him in La Liga. As for the Premier League, that seems a bit tricky. After his underwhelming second stint at Manchester United, it's hard to imagine any of the Big Six clubs making a move for him again. His time in England didn't live up to the hype, and the Premier League's intensity might not be the best fit for him now, especially given his recent injury issues. Pogba's next move in Europe could be all about finding the right balance between a fresh start and a chance to get back to his best. Whether it's France or Spain, one thing's for sure: his next step will be crucial for his career's revival. After everything he's been through, the injuries, the setbacks, and the criticism, Pogba is more motivated than ever to prove his doubters wrong. Imagine the comeback: Pogba stepping onto the pitch, silencing those who said he's finished, and making critics eat their words. He's been counted out before, but with his talent and drive, a redemption arc is exactly what the football world wants to see. And there's one massive goal that could fuel his journey: the 2026 World Cup. Could Pogba make one final push to earn a spot in France's squad? Think about it. If he finds the right club and rediscovers his form, we might see him back in that blue jersey. The emotional impact of a World Cup comeback would be huge, not just for Pogba, but for fans who have followed his career from the beginning. He's a player who thrives on the big stage, and this could be the ultimate moment of redemption. Whether it's in Europe, the MLS, or even Saudi Arabia, Pogba has the chance to write the next chapter of his story, one of resilience and triumph. So what do you think? Could Pogba pull off the comeback of the century? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more exciting football stories.